So just whatever feels comfortable for you today. Whether your feet are in front or staggered on top of each other. And remind yourself that you really pull your shoulders nice to the back so your chest opens up. And we're just going to start with a couple of deep breaths here.
Okay.
To just get rid of all the work, stress-related things that we're on today. And then from here, we're going to start with some circles. So we're going to use our upper body to circle to the left and then to the right side. So we gently go to the front and we make like big circles and then all the way to the back. So we do another 3 of those. And we just breathe normally. Really making the circles all the way from the hips as far as your body allows you to go without feeling any constraint. Last one. Then we return back to normal, easy seated pose for some shoulder rolls. So we just start backwards, small rotations. Also for this one, focusing on opening up the chest. Perfect. And then the other side, so switch the direction now to the front. And then from here, we're going to reach our 2 arms up to the ceiling, intertangle our fingers. First, really make yourself tall. Breathe in and then slowly bend to the right side. Breathing out as far as you feel comfortable with. And then we go back to the middle, breathing in. And then we repeat to the left side, breathing out again. And we go to the middle. And again, to the right side. And again, up to the middle. And to the left side. And one more time, middle, right, and back up. Slowly bring the arms down once you're done with your last one. From here, we're going to do a cow facing pose. I always find this name so funny, I don't know why. So if you feel comfortable, you can bring your left knee first on top. So your legs or knees are kind of in a staggered position. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, then just stay in the same easy seated pose as you were before. If not, it may also be a good stretch for your glutes. Then we're going to intertangle our arms. So we're going to bring first the left one over the right one. So your right arm is underneath and you can choose whether you hold your palms or you intertangle your fingers. But just a gentle closing movement of your shoulder is what you should feel here first. Breathing normally. And while we do this, we're going to rotate our neck gently to the left side. And then we take 2 deep breaths before we switch. Okay, you can release your hands and also your legs. So maybe just bring them to the front, your feet, and just wobble it out. Before we go in the opposite sequence, so now your left leg goes below and your right knee comes on top. Again, just whatever feels comfortable. And then for the arms, the left arm goes under, the right arm goes over. So opposite from what you did before. And then intertangle the fingers or hold your palms. And again, let's look to the right side this time and take 3 deep breaths in total. And then gently release your arms again. Also your feet, you can bring them in front again to gently shake it out. Okay, perfect. From here, we're going to take our right foot and you can keep the left one in front for rocking the baby. So we're going to, with the left ankle, rock gently the right leg from left to right. You can balance yourself with your right hand, gently behind yourself. This is also a good hip opener. And then we gently place that foot back in front and we take the other one, the right ankle with the, the left ankle with the right hand. And same, gently moving it from left to right. Breathing normally. And then we gently place the ankle back and we're going to go into a seated V pose here. So we extend our legs and try to keep a straight back. Also really focus again on the shoulders that are pulled to the back. We're going to intertangle our fingers and then we're going to stir the pot. So we're going to go from the right side gently to the front as far as feels comfortable for you. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings and your calves and then back towards your belly. Go a little bit to the back, but not too much. And then we repeat, same circle movement. And we do that one more time before we switch direction. Breathing normally. Okay, when you get to your belly, you switch to the other side. Possibly you also feel this in your hips when they're tight. Try to keep your toes pointed to the ceiling, so flexed. And one more time. Okay, release your fingers, gently shake it out in your legs. And then we're going to bring in the left heel, keep the right foot extended for a easy twist to the left side. So right hand on the left knee, left hand behind yourself and just really push that left shoulder to the back so you open up your chest. And take a deep breath in. Take another one. Last one. From here, we gently rotate back to the front. You can bring your left leg and right foot, both legs in front, to just wobble it out for a bit. And then we switch to the other side. So this time the left leg stays out, the right leg comes in. And we rotate ourselves gently to the right side. Really bringing that shoulder to the back, the right shoulder. And breathing in and out. And in One more time. Before we come back to the middle, bring the legs back to the center, wobble it out. And then we're going to do a very gentle, some work for the abs. So yes, you can work your abs when you're pregnant. We're going to basically from this position, just make sure we touch the floor with our feet. So you can take a bit of a wider stance here and make sure that you're with your back a little bit to the back. Yeah, so you're stable like this. And then you're just going to bring your two hands at the height of your knees. And then we're going to start on the right side. We're just going to bring our right arm parallel to the long side of the mat. That's it. You're not going to twist further than this. Just do this and then bring it back. We're going to do that 8 times on the right side and then we switch to the other side. So try to really keep up the straight back. That's how you're now working your abs, by staying in this position. If it doesn't, if you need a break, by all means, just come forward and just relax for a moment, okay? So here we go. Right arm stance and coming back, breathing out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. So also for this one, your shoulder is rotating, your chest is opening. Breathing in and breathing out. Very gentle rotation of the abs. Breathing in and out. Number 6, here we go. Breathe in and out. Number 7, breathe in and out. Last one on this side, breathing in and out. Okay, we're going to shake out the legs because we build up some tension in our hips as well with this movement. So, okay, and then when you feel ready, we get back into the same position. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Okay, so here we go. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And in, out. In, out. Okay, number 6, in, out. Almost there. 7. Out. Last one. In and out. Okay, bring your legs in front. Just shake it out. And then we're going to gently from here come up onto the right knee. So use your hands to support yourself. And then we support ourselves on the right knee and the left leg goes out with the toes pointing to the long side of the mat. And then with your hands in front, you're just going to really make sure that you come up onto the right knee. You hold your balance, perfect. And then we're going to reach for that left ankle only as far as feels good. And then reach over with the right arm to also really stretch here the lats on the right side and your hip again. And just stay here, breathing normally. One more deep breath before slowly coming back to center, bringing in that left foot, both knees now on the mat, bringing out the right knee carefully so you don't lose your balance. And then the same thing on the right side, leaning over. Also stretching the inner thighs here. And just breathing normally. One more deep breath. And then gently coming back to center. Right knee comes back to the mat. And we're going to move into an all-fours position for our classic table to cat. So always embrace your baby with your belly. So we never let him or her drop. You can really support yourself on the toes. And we're going to breathe in for our table position and then breathe out when we round our upper back and come back into table position. So we do that 5 times. Here we go. Breathe out and breathe in. Back to table and back to cat. Table, cat, table, cat, table. One more time, going to cat. Okay, back to table. Can you gently shake out the wrists a little bit? Then from here, we're going to kind of do a half forward push to plank. So we're going to, from here, place the hands a bit further away. You can also bring your knees a little bit further towards the sides of your mat. So you're very stable like this, okay? And then you're just gently going to not push down, but just push forward a little bit and then upward like this. So it's very small range of motion. You can go backwards a little bit further. And then again, we come up, go forward and down. And up and down to the back. So we go up, forward, and then down, backward. So using the arms a little bit. And again, forward, slowly going down when you're at the front, backwards, and then up, forwards, and then breathing in when you go backwards, and breathing out when you go forwards. And again, breathe in and out, and in and out. Looking very good. In and out. We're going to do that one more time. In and out. Okay, gently place your knees closer to your hands. And then take the hands off the mat to just shake out the wrists. We will do again some hip circles that we did last week as well. So from this position, we're going to start on the right side. So we're going to very gently bring up the right foot, leg like this, and then circle it open a little bit and back down to the mat. So Okay, we're going to do this 8 times on the right side and then we switch to the left side. Here we go. And bring up the knee, make a circle, and bring it back to the mat. Perfect. And again, bring up your knee, make a circle, and back to the mat. And don't forget the breathing. Bring up the knee, make a circle, and back to the mat. And again, bring up the knee, circle, and back to the mat. Perfect. And again, bring it up, circle, and down. Okay, number 5, circle, and down. And up, make your circle, down. Almost there, number 7, up, make a circle, down, and the last one, bringing up the knee, making a circle, and placing it back on the mat. Okay, perfect. Take your hands towards your knees, so just shake out the wrists, shoulders maybe as well, make some rotations. And then we go again for the left side. Okay, let's go. Bringing out the knee, making a circle, and placing it back on the mat. And again, bringing it up, circle, and down. And up, circle, down. Number 4, up, circle, down. Number 5, up, circle, down, and up, circle, down. 7, up, circle, down. Last one, up, rotate, and down. Gently both hands off the mat to shake out the wrists. Okay, from here, we're going to do one more wrist heavy exercise. So we stay in this position and we're going to, with one leg, do a tabletop rear kick. So we stay in this position and it just means that we're going to kick out the right leg upwards like this, and then you just bring it towards your elbow and then touch, if that feels okay for you. Yeah, so that feels good, then you can go for your elbow. You can also place your hands a little bit closer. So for this one, make sure that your hands are really under your shoulders, so don't do like this, but place them here, and then we will do 8 times right, 8 times left. Okay, let's go. So out and up, and then in, touch. If you don't need to touch. So then out and in, just go as far as you feel okay with, and then out, breathing out, in, breathing in, and out, in. Number 5, out and in, and out, in, and last one, out and in. Perfect. Place your knees back on the mat. Just take off the wrists from the mat for a second to shake them out. And then we go to the other side. Okay, here we go. Left leg goes out and up and towards the left elbow, and back out and in, out, in, out, Number 5, out. In. 6, out. In. 7, almost there. In. Last one, out. And in. Very well done. Both knees on the mat. Bring the wrists off the mat, shake it out. And then we're going to lean forward for a frog stretch. So it's like a child's pose, but then wider. So we bring our knees again to the edge of the mat. The feet come down like this. So the toes are pointing over and towards the long side. And then we're going to reach with our arms to the front. So lean on your forearms and then bring your forehead to the mat. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Last deep breath. And then gently use your hands to come back up. Bring your knees closer together. Use your toes till you're stable on your knees again. We're going to do some glute stretches here. No, hold on. First, I have something else. We're going to do a modified side plank. So on the right side, starting obviously on the hip, leaning onto your forearm and your elbow. Okay, and then you can bring your weight onto your knee and your elbow if that feels good for you. Keep your knee and your foot, the right one, on the mat. Then if you want, you can bring your arm up. You can also keep it on your hip if that feels more stable. And then if you want, you can bring your knee slightly up and down, or your foot up and down. Keep your neck relaxed, so just hold it relaxed. And we're going to just open it for 3 times and then we'll bring our hip back to the mat. Here we go. Up and down. Up, breathe in, down, breathe out. Up. Last one, up. Okay, gently lower your hip back to the mat. And your left hand also in front, so you're stable. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the other side, very gentle. So bring yourself up with your hands, so you're in a seated position, and then walk your feet, not feet, to the other side of the mat. And use your elbow to lie down again, perfect. Okay, so when you're ready, we bring ourselves onto our left knee again, using our right foot, okay? Till you're in a stable position, relax your neck, hold your hand on your hip, and then we're going to gently try to bring off the right foot of the mat. Here we go. And bring it down again, okay. And up, and down, and up, and down. One more time, up and down. Perfect. And gently bring your hip back to the mat, using your right hand, bringing your left knee, and then rotating over so you're on both knees again. And then you can sit up in a seated or kneeling position. Now we're going to do glute stretches. So we're going to start with a modified pigeon pose. So right knee goes in front like this. You can outstretch the left leg, but we keep the upper body straight. So we're not going to lean forward. We just support ourselves on the tips of the fingers. And also for this one, really pull your shoulders back. So you should feel the stretch here. Maybe also a little bit in your lower back. I just stay here. We look straight ahead. And we breathe normally. Okay, from here we're going to bring out that right foot a little bit further so you have more space for the belly. Okay, so just see how this feels for you. So the front knee is kind of in a 90-degree angle, and then the left leg is also going to be in a, so it's 2 times 90 degrees. It should be a little bit less on the glutes than the previous one. So for this one, we just stay here with the hands next to the hips. Again, really pulling the shoulders back, breathing normally. One more deep breath. And then we're going to bring the left knee to the front. We're going to switch. So we do the same half pigeon pose on the left side, bringing first the right leg in an extension as far as we can. And then the left knee stays forward. We keep ourselves straight so we don't put any weight on the belly. Shoulders back, looking ahead, and just breathing normally. And then gently we're going to bring the right knee a little bit more into a relaxed 90-degree angle, and also the front leg. So, and then the hands at the height of the hips or in between your foot and your knee. Just breathing normally here. One more deep breath. And then you can bring both your feet together. I have to look what the next one is. Okay, so we're going to go into a low lunge here, starting on the right side. So we're going to use the left knee and the hands to bring the right foot forward. Okay, supporting yourself on the hand, supporting or leaning still on the left knee. Then using the hands next to the foot, sliding out bit by bit the left foot more to the back. You can choose if you want to keep your left knee on the mat or if you want to bring it up, but you're going to rotate towards your knee, so there is not much of a twist like this. You bring up the right hand, and as I said, you can also keep the knee onto the mat. Yes, perfect. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. Okay, and then from here, you can bring again the right hand also on the mat. And then using your right arm onto your right knee and your left knee to bit by bit just lean. So you're in a more upright position, supporting yourself with your arm on your upper leg. From here, we're just going to stay like this and bring both the arms to the ceiling, and then you can not further than just this, just stay here, look to your hands, or not even, just look to the ceiling and breathe normally. Be careful that you don't lose your balance here. And one more deep breath. before bringing both your hands back down to your knee. And then we're gonna go down to the first position again on the other side. So gently bring both your hands to the mat first, then bring the right foot to the mat. So now both the knees are on the mat, and then the left foot goes to the front, okay? Then you can bring out the right leg a little bit so it's more in an extension, and then gently bring the left arm up to the ceiling, rotating your belly towards your left knee. One more deep breath. And then bringing the left arm onto the right knee, just gently pushing yourself into a more upward position. You can bring the left knee a bit more in so you're more stable. And then we're going to bring both the arms again to the ceiling and just breathe normally here. One more deep breath. Okay, and then we are going to gently come up into a standing lunge. So keeping the left foot in front, using your elbow, making sure that you support yourself on your right toe, okay? And then just coming up like this into a runner's lunge, okay? Just staying here and then bringing up now the right arm, just like this, that's it. And you can bring your head a bit up, but you don't need to look to your hand because we don't want you to lose your balance. So you just stay like this, enjoying the stretch in your back leg. And remember, you can always keep a wider stance, so make sure that you're nice and stable. Okay, and then one more deep breath before bringing your right arm down again. You can bring in the right foot. And then we're going to rotate to the other side. So, yes, other side. So, leaning into your right knee this time, feeling the stretch into your left knee and bringing up the left arm. And just taking another deep breath here. Before lowering your arm again. And then bringing both feet closer to each other. So now you're standing on the mat on 2 feet, shoulder width apart. And from here, we're going to, let me see. Do a little bit of movement. So we're going to do some low jacks, moving with the arms like this, and then stepping out on the heels, not on the toes, on the heels. So we're going to do that for 20 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your time. Maybe I'm going a little bit fast. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, from here we're going to step out on the toes, hands on the hips. So just step like this. And do that 20 times as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some hip openers. Bringing up the right knee first, rotating it outward and bringing it back down. Other side, bring the knee up, rotating it outward and bringing it back down. Make sure that you are stable so you don't fall when you have your knee in the air. So here we go. Down and down. Okay. Really keep your shoulders to the back. Okay, we do this only 10 times. Number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Shake it out. Okay, from here, we're going to go down into our goddess pose again. So bring out the feet a bit wider, toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. And we're going to go into our squat ballerina pose, really pulling the shoulders back, arms go up, and here we stay for 20 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, almost there, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! You can press yourself back up. Stay in this position, just shake out the legs a little bit. And we're going to go back into this position one more time, actually 2 more times. So we're going to go back down and lean towards the left side. Here we go. So squat, bring the left arm onto the left thigh, upper thigh, and lean over. And you can look to your hand or just look ahead. We stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, gently come back up. Ooh, shake it out a little bit. Then one more time, we go down on the other side. Okay, let's go. Squat, lean. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently back up. Bring your feet, walk them towards each other. Shake it out. Very well done. From here, we're going to go back to the mat. So we're going to go on the right knee first, and then on the left knee, and then going into a seated position with our feet. First, the left foot out and the right heel stays in. And again, we're going to do some lat stretching, reaching with the left hand for the left ankle, bringing over the right arm, and just enjoying lat and hip stretch here. One more deep breath before coming back to center, and then bringing the left leg. Maybe just shake out both legs a little bit, and then the right leg goes out, left heel comes in, bringing the right arm to the right ankle, left arm over, breathing in and out. One more deep breath before gently coming back to center. shaking out both legs in front. From here, we're going to bring both the feet together for a bound ankle pose. So just keep them enough, not too close, so you have space for your belly. And then the hands can go slightly behind your back and try to keep the back in line with the hips and the shoulders, like this. Or better, hold your ankles like this so you're not in your lounge chair, but you're in front. And just breathe normally here. And again, focus on really having those shoulders, not like this, but backwards, open your chest. One more deep breath. Okay, and then you can bring both the feet onto the mat. Hands go behind yourself, and we're going to, from here, bring yourself up, okay? Up, up, up. And we just stay here for 10 seconds, okay? So here we go. You don't need to bend your neck, just look either ahead or can look a bit upwards. Breathe normally. 9, 8, squeeze your glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently come down again. Perfect. Just release the tension on your wrists. And we're going to do that one more time. Okay, place them back. You can place your fingers towards the away from your body, so it's a bit better for your wrists. And then gently come up carefully. No need to go too high. Squeeze your glutes. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Perfect. Okay. From here, we're going to lie down on our back. And we're going to bring our feet or intertangle our arms through our knees and then hold our feet from the inside or outside. You may choose as long as you can press your feet towards your butt, basically. You can also really hold your toe if you want. And then just stay here. No need to press against your belly. Just make sure that you're in a comfortable, kind of comfortable position. Obviously, this is not a very comfortable position, but it's good to bring and release some tension from your inner thighs and your back. One more deep breath. And then you can gently release your legs and slide them out so they're all the way extended onto the mat. Just have your arms next to your body, relax. This will be our last movement of the class today. So you can close your eyes and just take a little moment for yourself to be with your little one and to relax. Just breathing normally. You can bring one hand onto your belly if you like, and the other one on your heart. Just to realize that everything you do is good, and that all things will be successful. You're a strong woman, and you and your little one are doing just fine. You're going to be the perfect mom. everything will be all right. And we take another deep breath here. Just staying in the moment a little bit longer together with him or her, growing inside our belly. Before gently opening our eyes again. And then when you're ready, you can turn onto your right or left side, whatever is your favorite side. And then from here, use your hands to come back into seated position. And then in a easy seated pose, we're just going to take another couple of deep breaths and thank ourselves for this moment of peace and quiet that we had together. I want to thank you for your time. And that being said, this is the end of our class today. So I'm